Okay. I think I set this up right. Okay. We'll start in 1 sec. I'm just making sure I did this right, and we'll make some money and we'll hit some bets. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. We'll play some bets. We'll talk about some of the promos out there. So we're on OddsJam, 4:25 p.m. Going to have a drink, play some bets, make some money, hopefully make some money. And here's kind of a recap. We're up. If you just check the bit.ly link in the YouTube description, if you go to YouTube, you go to this live stream, there's a bit.ly link with all the open bets. They're literally on live stream. You could have tailed every single one. And, you know, we're continuing to run reasonably hot. I think we had a couple down days, but we're up 4.1K, so can't complain there. That is for sure. We had a pretty good day yesterday with all the bets on the live stream. Under 9.5 rebounds for Clint Capella won. You know, we lost some Christian Wood bet and some whatever. Curry bet won. Davian Mitchell bet won. Looney over 11.5 rebounds won. So overall, a pretty good day. Again, just check YouTube, check the description. There's a bit.ly link with all the open bets, and we're literally up 4.1K. You could have tailed everything. So hopefully we can keep it going, and find some good bets. So this I've already bet. Flyers, Jets, under 6.5 goals, minus 150. Lines have been moving lower, so I picked up some of it. But we can go to the positive EV page and look for some good bets. Also, there's a few promos on FanDuel. We have, you know, an article on OddsJam actually about this parlay insurance, which is pretty profitable. So if you just go to OddsJam, you can go to the blog, search anything you really want. But we have, you know, we analyze this promo with Python, and I think it's pretty good. It's really good, actually. So the bet I went with today is these 4 random teams: Western Michigan, Siena, Michigan State, North Carolina, plus 530 odds. One leg loses. FanDuel gives us our money back. In terms of odds boosts, I bet this and I bet this. So 2 odds boost bet. So that's kind of promos for the day, I guess. And I didn't bet anything on Caesars yet, at least. I mean, I haven't really checked. So let's go. Let's hit some bets. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to the positive EV page. We're going to do what we've done in other days, right? We're just going to look for good bets with value, right? We are using data, no other BS, to inform our betting decisions, right? Like this bet, Anthony Edwards over 4.5 assists in the Timberwolves game. You can get plus 154 on FanDuel. The sharpest sportsbook in the world is only giving you plus 123. So granted, there's a bit more higher market width than, you know, usually we like to play, but 43 cents of market width, plus 123, minus 166. So if we put in the market from Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook in the world, the fair line is plus 139.17. That is our estimate of the fair line for this bet. And you can see they actually just took it up. So it's now an ARB to DraftKings. So we definitely want to bet it. So let me go to the Timberwolves game. Again, like these lines are always bouncing around. So you really need to be on the product, checking frequently, you know, to get in on the best possible bet. So we'll try to bet 250. FanDuel's like, yo, you've made too much money off us. We're going to give you 84.25. And we just got an insane bet, plus 178. That's an ARB to DraftKings. That's an ARB to Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook in the world. And this bet has freaking 16% EV. The return on the stock market's 8% a year. We're getting double that. This game starts in an hour and a half. So in like 4.5 hours, we're earning double the return, 2 years of the return of the stock market. So we'll put in 84.25. I think that's what FanDuel gave me. Again, FanDuel was like, yo, you've made too much money off us. We'll only give you 84.25. And I was like, okay, word, I'll take it. So let's go in and let's add this here. So this was Anthony Edwards over 4.5 assists. And this was in the T-Wolves game. Just so I remember, and it's easier to grade. The odds we got were plus 178. Really freaking good. Again, like you saw, it was like plus 154, and I was literally about to bet it, and then it went higher. So these lines are constantly changing. It's not something you can know when the best betting opportunities are going to occur. So 16.24% EV, so 0.1624. So our expected profit on this bet is 1368, right? This is the number I care about. It is just this EV percentage right here, which is 16.24%, right? That is the profit margin to the zero vig line. Once you remove the juice from Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook in the world, we're getting 16.24% edge, right? So 16.24% times our stake of 84.25 is 1368 in expected profit, right? And this number, all I care about is this number going up. Sum of expected profit, just EV percentages times stake. This number, net profit, we're running hot, right? We're running hot right now, 4.1K, so above our expected profit. But over the course of the long run, these, just math, these two numbers will end up reasonably, close together due to the law of large numbers. So up 4.1K, definitely running hot with only 1.5K in expected profit. But hey, can't be mad when I'm on a big winning streak. So here's another incredible bet, right? Timberwolves game. Will Barton under 4.5 rebounds. It's an ARB to DraftKings. You could place bets on the over on DraftKings, the under on FanDuel, and make a risk-free profit. So over under 4.5. So we'll go here. And then I want to go to, what was this? This was rebounds. So then I want to go to player rebounds. And then I want to go to Will Barton under 4.5 plus 130. 250. No, you get 150, 115.40. I'm like, okay, word. Second plus EV bet placed. This one, slightly lower edge, but I mean, still really freaking good. 115.4. So that's what we got off on it. So I just added this to my bet tracker, 9.66% EV. So we'll go here and I'm going to scroll. Hopefully net profit hits 5K soon, but we'll see. Will Barton under 4.5 rebounds, T-Wolves game, plus 130. And how much were we able to bet? 115.40. So you can see this little green check mark shows up on OddsJam that just tells me, hey, you've already bet this. So 115.40. And I can zoom in a little bit. I guess that's helpful. And this bet has 9.66% edge, right? So I just picked up whatever, another $12 in EV. Not necessarily bad, right? $11 in EV. This number continues to march higher, which is what we care about, right? All we care about. Again, I'm working on max limited FanDuel accounts. They're only letting me bet 115.40. Not that I would have bet much more. It's better to have kind of like a portfolio of bets. They're all mathematically profitable. They're all from the OddsJam plus EV page. Just because the more bets you have open, right, the more, the less likely, there's less variance. When you have more profitable bets, there's actually less variance in terms of your net profit. If you just place one really good bet for a night, that bet's either going to win or lose. You're either going to be up big or you're going to be down big with regards to your bankroll. But when you have 20 mathematically profitable bets placed, then your probability of losing money in a given night is lower. So lots and lots of bets. Again, the blog, the Getting Started guide, if you're new to OddsJam, anything you want to learn about, right? Why, what should, whatever. I guess I zoomed in too much, but you want to learn about free bets. You want to learn about DraftKings promos. You want to learn about parlay calculators. I mean, whatever. That's good to know. The bet tracker's free. All the calculators are free. So if you're more bankroll constrained, you can use a Kelly calculator. And there's a description right here. This is the most important calculator on the site, a no vig fair odds calculator, right? This is the basis of positive EV betting. And all it does is when you put in a market, it spits out, hey, the way sportsbooks make money is they don't charge you a fee for placing a bet. They juice their markets, right? They give you odds for both sides of a bet that they don't think are good. right? So what you need to do as a sports bettor to try to determine the fair line, the fair odds, the true odds, the zero vig odds, whatever you want to call it, the no juice odds, is use a zero vig calculator to remove the vig, right? So if, Pinnacle had the Timberwolves minus 150, whoever they're playing plus 130, all that means is, right, that the fair price for the Timberwolves, once you remove the juice, is minus 138, which implies a fair win probability of 57.98%. So I'd highly recommend going to the Novig odds calculator, reading through all of the text if any of that was confusing, which hopefully, you find helpful. So we can go back here and, oh my gosh, Timberwolves money line minus 110 seems pretty incredible. So we'll go here. And then Timberwolves, they're actually down to minus 115. But I mean, that still looks, pretty good, or actually it doesn't look that good. Minus 115, you can see like this is why it's so helpful to be on the platinum plan, is you can see there's pretty big disagreement here between Pinnacle and Bookmaker, the two sharpest sports books out there. So do we want to take minus 110? I mean, maybe not. I don't know. Westgate also on the platinum plan, really sharp Vegas book, so helpful to see. So yeah, maybe this bet's a little good, but it already moved to minus 115, so maybe we don't like it as much. I guess I have a $50 free bet on WinBet. I don't even know why, but that's pretty cool. So I'm going to go to the low holds page. This is a free feature of OddsJam, and all it does is it shows you the best possible free bets, right? So you go to this little filter by sportsbook. This is 100% free. And because free bets are different than cash, what's really cool about this is it will tell you like, hey, the best free bet right now is if you have whatever, like these sports books available, this is what you should put it on, right? So Coyote is plus 450. If I had WinBet and Bet Online, what I could do is throw my $50 free bet on the underdog. Your free bets are always going to go on the thing with plus money. Always, always, always free bets should be at higher odds. Longer odds is better, mathematically speaking, for free bets, right? So all this tells me is put the $50 free bet on the plus money thing, then go hedge $190 on the Avalanche on Bet Online minus 550, and you'll turn that $50 free bet into like, $35 or whatever in cash, risk-free. No matter who wins or loses, right? You're just turning your free bet into cash. So I don't have this sports book, but whatever, like we'll throw it on the Coyotes because it seems, whatever, like not like a terrible free bet. At least you want your free bet to have high odds. I always aim to get like at least plus 400, but it really depends. So what you can also do, which a lot of people do, is you just go to the plus EV page and you look for, where you have your free bet, and you can parlay a few bets together, right? If all the legs in your parlay are positive EV, then like Capitals plus 155 seems pretty good. So we can actually go here and I can go to Capitals. The longer, the better with regards to free bets. So Capitals plus 155. Let's see if we can find another leg to include into this free bet. Under 230 in the Bucks Wizards game. So, okay. So I'll go here. That is plus EV. Under 230. This already moved down to under 228.5. So that obviously doesn't work. And then we can continue scrolling, and whatever. Like what I'll end up going with is I'll just parlay these two bets together. Caps, Coyotes, $50 free bet to win 651. Both bets are positive. Or no, the Coyotes one isn't positive EV, but it was the best one on the low holds page. So whatever. The longer, the better. And of course, it logs me out. The longer, the better for free bets in terms of how high the odds are from a mathematical standpoint, right? And we have some articles on free bets and stuff like that on the OddsJam blog. So feel free to check that out. So let me share my screen again. Cool. And then I'll place this free bet. And again, if you want to, I'm not going to include like free bets or promos or anything like that in this sheet. This is just straight up OddsJam betting tools. How much money can I make with them on these 30-minute live streams I do daily? And we're up 4K and, not like 2 weeks. So pretty happy about that. And again, you can tail all these bets in real time. Go to YouTube. There's a sheet at the bottom, I believe, in the description with all of the open bets. So you can see everything. These are all literally on live stream. You could tail everything. You would be up 4.1K if you tailed me. So we'll continue to go down. So now we have 2 bets, both positive EV, both on FanDuel, and we can head back there and refresh and see if there's anything. This looks pretty good. Don't know how to pronounce his name. Don't know who he is. Don't care, right? Just trusting the data, trusting the math. This plus 162, it's an ARB to Twin Spires, same odds as Bet Rivers Barstool, and it looks great, right, to the 0 VIG line from the sharpest sportsbook in the world. So we can go to the Bulls game, and I'll go here. I'm going to type in Bulls, and then who is this guy? Ayo. So we have Ayo Desanmu, under 3.5 assists, plus 162. Don't know who he is. Again, don't care, right? It's just math. The people making money sports betting are not the people who give a crap who these guys are. They're the people looking at lines, studying line movements, and you can see it's already down to plus 132. So we missed it. I was blabbing too much. We've said this before, but like the sports betting market is just like the stock market, right? Things are ticking around all the time, right? All the time they're ticking around, and you need to like be on it, right? You need to be on it. You need to be fast. But anyways, I think I bet a couple of these soccer bets, and also you can see like the market width is a bit bigger here. Like I think I have this Sevilla bet placed already, but I can type it in. I think it's good, but I just don't remember. I have so many bets open. So Sevilla, so I already have this bet under 1.5 goals plus 260. That's what they limited me to. So I probably should have added it to my bet tracker when I placed the bet, but this is just a test account, so you don't see that little green check mark. Again, the OddsJam bet tracker, 100% free. And it's about to start auto-grading bets. It doesn't currently, but it's about to start. And what's really powerful about the OddsJam bet tracker, and again, it's free. All you have to do is sign up for an account. You don't have to pay us anything, is it shows you if you are beating the closing line or not, right? Like I bet for the Super Bowl, I'm going to have like freaking 50 million bets open by the time it's the Super Bowl, and they will all be positive EV, and I will have a trip watching the game. But I have Bengals plus 4.5 minus 145. That's what I bet. The current 0 VIG line to pin the sharpest sportsbook in the world is minus 153. So the odds that I got are better than the odds on or the odds I got is better than the fair line currently. So this is a positive EV bet. So you can see OddsJam's telling me like, yo, you got better odds than the closing line. And this will update to be the 0 VIG, 0 juice line from Pinnacle up until game time. Now, what's really cool about this is, first of all, you can just kind of like scroll through and be like, okay, am I beating the closing line usually? Like this bet didn't. You're not going to be able to do it on every single one. The number one indicator of being a profitable sports bettor is generating positive CLV, generating positive closing line value. So you want to see, long story short, more green than red, right? And you can see like, whatever, this loony bet I had yesterday, that hit, this hit, I don't remember this, but whatever, like green, I'm beating the closing line. And this bet won, Garoppolo, this bet won, this bet won, this bet won, this bet didn't win. But all that I really care about is I need to be consistently beating the closing line. I want to see green. I don't want to see red, right? Red is bad. But what's really cool about OddsJam is just on the free account is you can go into your notifications and you can, turn on or off, CLV notifications. So this is really cool because, you'll see, I'm not sure if I have any bets open on WinBet. So I do. And some sports books, not all of them, like you can see WinBet says cash out not available right now. But for some bets, I'll be able to cash out a bet, right? So for under 3.5 goals, I can cash out my bet for my initial stake. So if I decided I don't like this bet anymore, I could cash it out for full value. Now I don't have my bet on. And essentially like I placed a bet and then I just took it off for free, right? So if the line moves against me, right? So let's say all the good defenders, I don't really know or care about soccer. Let's say all the good defenders are sitting in this line rips against me, right? OddsJam, if I tracked my bet on it, will send me an email alert that's like, yo, this line moved against you. You may want to cash it out, which is pretty powerful and pretty cool because OddsJam's just constantly keeping track of the lines from the sharpest sports books in the world, to help you have the edge as a sports bettor. And to let you know if there's line movement that's not going right in your direction. So we can scroll around and we can look for some bets. Again, it can be a little overwhelming, so you can filter, you can play with your settings, your maximum positive EV odds. Do you want to see props? Do you not want to see props? Whatever. But what we can do is just kind of like go through and look for some good stuff. Caesar's logged me out. So let me stop sharing my screen for a second, then log back in. And that would be pretty cool. I don't really think Caesars or DraftKings have many promos tonight, but I could be wrong. We'll see. So I'm going to log back in. And now I'm logged back in, so I'll share my screen again. And let's go back here and let me refresh this. So incredible bet, right? Patrick Beverley, under 4.5 assists, the sharpest sports book in the world. They're only giving you plus 112. We're getting plus 150, which is an ARB to it. So Patrick Beverley, under 4.5 assists, we can play that. So I'll go in here. And then I want to go to the Timberwolves Nuggets game. Where are you? Schedule. Trying to move quick before someone else bets it before me. We'll go here, and then I'm going to go to player props, and then I want to go to total assists, and then I want Minnesota Timberwolves under 4.5 plus 150. So another incredible bet, 10% EV. So I just gained 10%. I'm getting a 10% return on $250 bet. So that's $25 in expected profit. So we'll go here, and then I have Pat Beverley under 4.5 assists, and I got this plus 150. And we put $250 on that. The EV percentage was 10.04%, so 0.1004. Cool, which means, you see this number march up by 25.10. This sum of expected profit. So now the sum of expected profit is $1,500. Obviously, we're running hot currently. Again, if you want to see the sheet with all the open bets, this is all just from the live streams, right? I have other bets that I've hit, right? A lot of bets that I have bet today, but they're not on the sheet because they're not from the live stream, right? This is just from the live stream, $1,500, no promos, none of that BS, straight up prop betting. So that's pretty cool with OddsJam, of course. So now I have 3 bets placed for tonight, all mathematically profitable, and hopefully we can, some random soccer bets that haven't settled yet, some random UFC bets that haven't settled yet. So that's pretty cool. And then we'll go back here to the positive EV page and we can see if there's any good numbers. Dinwiddie under 15.5 points. So let me go to the Bucks Wizards game real quick. And then I want to go to the Bucks Wizards game. Cool. And then I want to go to player points under 15.5 plus 134. Where are you, baby? Under 15.5 plus 134. Come on. Under 15.5 plus 134. Boom. Damn. And it just moved down to plus 118. So we missed that one. 3 bets, missed that one. Again, you got to be able to move quick. This is an ARB, right, between FanDuel and DraftKings. So if we would have been able to get in on it, the whole kind of like interesting thing about ARBs is you're placing a bet on both sides, right? It's just possible because we're in this world where there's a ton of sports books in the US, a ton of sports books in Canada, a ton more entering Canada, a ton of sports books in Europe. All these books have different odds, right? They all have different odds because they want to be unique. If DraftKings had the exact same odds as FanDuel, nobody would need both accounts, right? But as a sports bettor, when you have multiple sports books and you have software for you that is constantly scanning the markets, right? Like you can see how much random crap there is that you can bet on these sports books. You got player props, you have, whatever, you have these alternate lines, alternate spreads, alternate total points. Like each sports book has like 50,000 odds on its site at any given time. And these odds are constantly moving again, because sports betting is a dynamic ecosystem, whatever you want to call it, right? It's always ticking around. Weather changes, NFL lines move, right? Sharp action comes in, hits the under if it's going to be really windy, whatever, right? If a player gets injured, than massive line movements in the NBA. So you never know when the best bets are going to occur, which is why you have to be on OddsJam very frequently, right? It's much more important than whatever else you could be working on. There's nothing more important than making money sports betting. So like just keep OddsJam up on your computer, hit the freaking refresh button every once in a while. If there's a bet you like, hit the bet. If there's not, whatever, move on. Go back. It takes I'll check this bet. If this is still available, I'm going to be pretty amazed. So Raptors Heat, first half total points over 108.5. So I want to go to NBA, then I want to go to Raptors, and then I want to go to halves. Where are you? Halves. And then this was over 108.5 plus 140. First half total points. First half alternate total points over 108.5 plus 140. Oh my gosh, we're going to get it. 107.15. They limit me to. Incredible freaking bet. Incredible. So 107.15. This bet is a massive arb to Twin Spires, right? 15.12% EV. Absolutely insane. So if I wanted to, this is why sports betting is so crazy, right? I could place a bet on both the over on FanDuel, the under on Twin Spires, and I'd earn a risk-free profit of $30.37 on a total stake of $569. That's a risk-free 5% return. But what's even crazier about this is that is money, right, that you get back in like a few hours. That's why sports betting is so insane, right? Because these games happen, oftentimes just an hour later. So these risk-free ARBs, I mean, you're earning, that return 5% risk-free in, 4 hours oftentimes. And you can see we bet this plus 140. It's now down to plus 104, right? Plus 104. We just got this plus 140. Absolutely insane. So we'll go here. And then this was first half total points over 108.5 Raptors Heat. So over 108.5 Raptors Heat first half total points plus 140. This bet had 15.16% edge. So 15.16% edge. How much did they let us bet? So we can go back here, and then I can go here if I want to see how much they let me bet. I can go to the Raptors game, and they let me bet 107.15. So that's pretty cool. 107.15, 15% return. So whatever, right? I just earned like $16 in EV. So now we see this sum of expected profit number march higher. And again, the only condition for using OddsJam is, of course, that you have multiple sports books. So go to YouTube, go to the live stream, check the description. We have sign-up links for every sports book. We'll take you to the best sign-up bonus, right? Like you can see on Caesars, man, they keep logging me out. Their current best sign-up bonus in Arizona, it looks like, is bet to $20, get $300 in free bets, new registrations only. Bet $20, get $300 in free bets, right? It's a little, I think they brought this down in Arizona, at least. These bonuses don't last forever. They're always changing. But, you bet $20, you get $300 in free bets. Absolutely insane. So first of all, to even be a profitable sports bettor, if there were no sign-up bonuses, you need multiple sports books. But on top of that, all of these sports books have different promos, right? They all have different odds. So getting more sportsbook accounts, more accounts in your state means more sign-up bonuses, more profit margin, long story short. So let me stop sharing my screen for a sec. And then let me log back into Caesars and Twin Spires. So we can go back in here, log back in, and then I can go back into Twin Spires, log back in, take a sip of my alcoholic drink, log back in. Cool. And then we can hit some bets. So we'll go back to the plus EV page. We can refresh. This Pat Beverly one we already bet. This is on Twin Spires, but I literally can't bet much of anything on Twin Spires. So Timberwolves, Jaden McDaniels over 10.5 points is plus 116. It's almost an ARB to pin. It's an ARB to DraftKings. So we'll go here, and then I want to go to NBA, and I want to go to the Timberwolves game, and I want to go to Jaden McDaniels over 10.5 points. Here we have it, plus 118. 127.10 they're going to limit me to, and I'll hit that. Okay. That's what I wanted, right? Yep, that's what I wanted. So 127.10. Again, I'm actually getting slightly better. It looks like they picked it up to plus 118. These odds are always moving. So that's now in my bet tracker. So we'll go here. And then I can go here. So we got 118. This was Jaden McDaniels over 10.5 points. T Wolves game. We bet 127.10. Oh my God, they just moved it up to plus 120. 127.10. I wish I waited to bet it. So 127.10. The EV of this bet was 7.13%. So 0713, which means, we're like $10 richer in EV, $9. And we just see this sum of expected profit march higher and higher. This will have swings. This won't, right? This just goes up. Every day we're betting from the positive EV page, our sum of expected profit goes up. There will be swings, right, in profit and loss. So, really all you need to do to use Audium successfully is go to the YouTube links, click every link for the sign-up bonuses in your state. Colorado has more sportsbooks than Virginia. Colorado has more sportsbooks than every state. You have Maxime Bet. You have all these random sportsbooks. And more sportsbooks means more profitable bets. Sign up for them all. They all give you a fantastic sign-up bonus. So take advantage, right? So we can go here. And honestly, what do I want to hit? This DeMar DeRozan, I'll call it a day. I kind of like this. So we'll go here. We'll go to the Bulls game. And again, I could sit here all day, and I probably will sit here all night and place bets, but I just want to place a few on the live stream. So then we can go to player props, and we can go to, where are you, baby? We can go to DeRozan over 10.5. I hope I have the right game. I do have the right game. And then, okay. So I'll place this bet. So I'm just adding another mathematically profitable bet to my portfolio of bets, right? So another profitable bet, market with 38 cents, plus 140. Seems like value, right, to both DraftKings and Pinnacle. So, I like it. This Jaden McDaniels guy, we just bet this plus 118. It's already down to plus 112. A really good bet, right? End of story. Really good bet. So I added that to my bet tracker, 5.63% return. And this is DeRozan. Talk about a sweat. We just need this guy to hit 1-3. Just 1-3, man. DeRozan over 0.5 3-pointers. This bet's at plus 140. Bet $250. The edge, the EV, the profit margin, whatever you want to call it, is 5.63%, which means, we're $14 richer in EV. We see this number march higher. Again, the sheet is in the YouTube, description. There's a bit.ly link to all the open bets. If you want to tail them, you probably should have tailed them, considering I'm up 4.1K, all on live stream, which means you could have directly tailed. So that's pretty cool. Here's another insane bet. Thomas Bryant, under 1.5, under 0.5 made threes. So we'll go here. We'll go to NBA, and then we'll go to the Wizards game. And this is under 0.5 threes, plus 158. So we'll go to player threes. And what was this guy's name? Thomas Bryant. Where are you? Thomas Bryant, under 0.5 plus 152. So it moved down a bit, but whatever. They're going to give me 98.70. Boom. I'm going to hit that. The EV of this bet is, it's an ARB to everything, right? Thomas Bryant, plus 152, under 0.5 made threes. So now we're going to add Bryant, under 0.5 made threes, plus 152. And again, you need multiple sportsbooks to be successful. So go through YouTube, click every link in the description for the sportsbooks in your state, sign up. They all have promos, they all have bonuses, and you're never going to be profitable ever with one sportsbook. So if we want to figure out the exact EV, so I was trying to bet this plus 158, it moved down to plus 152, which is obviously slightly worse, but still seems really damn good. Is you go to this Novig odds calculator, you put in the market from Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook in the world. This gives you the win rate of your bet, which is 44.01%. Then you go to an expected value calculator, you put in your win probability, you put in the odds you got, you put in $100. What did I do wrong here? 0.4401, that should work. That doesn't seem right. 44.01, there we go. So win probability, I guess this should probably work if you put a percentage sign before, but whatever. This bet has an EV of 10.91%. Our expected profit on a $100 wager is 1091, which just means the EV percentage is 10.91%. So we'll go back here and we'll put in 1091, 11%. So now I'm like $10 richer, right? And we see this expected profit continue to march up. I think we have like $60 in EV in terms of bets today. All these bets are uncorrelated. They're all mathematically profitable. From the OddsJam Plus EV page, you should bet them, right? So bet this, skipping this. There's some good live bets. Maybe we can get in on Creighton. Again, the live odds pass or whatever you want to call it is like $10 a day or $9 a day. This already moved, so I'm going to skip it, right? Live betting is insane because every change in possession, oftentimes, Joe Burrow, whatever, like it's 3rd and 5, they don't get the first down, lines rip the other way. Lines are constantly moving pre-match. Live, it's like on steroids, but that also means the betting opportunities when you're live betting are very profitable, right? So here's a great, player prop on Jokic, whatever, but I think we'll stop positive EV betting for a sec. And we can just kind of discuss like sports betting as a whole and why I, as well as other people, are so fascinated by sports betting, right? So we go to this, Pelicans game tonight and we load it up. Like you can see every sports book is giving you basically a different number on this game. Why on earth would you ever go bet on the Pistons plus 115 on DraftKings if you can get plus 130 on FanDuel? That is a guaranteed way. That is a guaranteed way to lose money long term. No sports bettor wins every time. If you're able to get 3, 4, 5, 6%, better odds, you go probably from being an unprofitable sports bettor to maybe even a profitable sports bettor, right? You need to be line shopping. You need to be getting good odds. Pistons plus 130 actually seems like a halfway decent price, right? That's really the power of having the OddsJam Platinum plan. You get more sharp sports books like this plus 130. It looks good to bet online. It looks good to bookmaker. Maybe not as much pin, so maybe we'll hold off. It looks kind of good to Westgate, maybe slightly, but I'm not going to bet it. It's not that good, right? It's not on the Plus EV page. So, OddsJam is just constantly scanning the books, real time, all of the real time data to try to find you the best betting opportunities in your location. And I'm in Arizona and I have a lot of books filtered out because a lot of these books have just freaking banned me. But if we go to like a different state, you can see just like how crazy it is when you think of like the entire sports betting ecosystem and all these different books. And again, really the fascinating part is all these sports books have different odds, right? So here we have an arb between actually FanDuel as well as Ladbrokes, which looks pretty good. Pelicans minus 125. I think this is a European bookmaker, so that's pretty cool. But anyways, right? Like, so all you're doing as a sports bettor is trying to find these few and limited spots with value odds that are too good to be true, right? These sports books, they can't keep their lines in check 24/7. So you're looking for those few places where it's like, damn, Patrick Beverly under 4.5, assists is really good, right? It's just clearly really good, right? This plus 150 is an arb to 3 major sports books. And I had BetMGM filtered out. So we can go back here. Dinwiddie. So there's some other bets, but let's actually check this out. I was going to say let's call it a day, but why do that? Why do that? My internet sucks. So under 16.5. So this plus 110 seems pretty dang good if you wanted to bet this on Dinwiddie. So we'll go back here. Let me scroll out. I already have a bet on Dinwiddie under points, so I'm going to hold off on this one. And again, like this little calculator is really cool because it shows you the optimal percentage of your bankroll to wager if you are bankroll constrained. So if your bankroll is $2,000, right, this Dinwiddie bet, you'd want to throw $25 on it to, whatever, like maximize, or sorry, I apologize. So if your bankroll was $1,000, right, you'd want to put $125 on this. All the Kelly calculator does is helps you maximize return while kind of minimizing risk. It's kind of the industry standard for bankroll management as a sports bettor. So there's some good live lines. Twin Spires logged me out. So I think we'll call it a day there. I hope you found this helpful. I hope I make money today. I love that. I love when that happens. I love when I make money sports betting. It's a lot of fun. We have 7 bets open, all positive EV. We'll see how it turns out. But I mean, it's obviously been turning out pretty well. Hopefully you were able to tail some of them. Click all the links on the YouTube. Sign up for every sports book in your location. It's the only way you're going to make money sports betting. More books, more promos, stuff like that. And also just, check out the promos. Make sure you do some of these good promos like college basketball parlay insurance and such. So that's all I got. Thanks so much for your time and have a great rest of your day.